Teach people how to move. Footwork. Teach people how to move. Right. Gotta have footwork. We teach people how to have footwork so they can move. Yeah, we teach people how to move. This is what we do. We train people. We teach people how to move. Footwork.
That Imani's doing out there
Right.
to take you to another level. You can't go out there talking about you're a baseball player and can't moving like Frankenstein. But you know what? Kevin them couldn't see that.
Right.
They just looked at the size like, oh yeah, you teach him to swing, oh he'll be great.
Man.
That boy's not moving like Aaron Judge out there.
Man.
I mean, even Damo could have, Damo moved, of course, a whole lot better. It's different. But if Damo could even move better with the footwork, oh man, that boy could have been a monster.
Man.
Well, I think his name was Elijah. Elijah that played behind Damo, the big boy.
What are you talking about?
That was about 6'3", 235 or something.
Woo.
Big and strong, had arms the boy that chopped down trees and stuff.
Man.
But he didn't have any footwork, and now that's where a lot of kids are lacking. You can never reach your pinnacle of greatness when you don't have any footwork.
Right. That part right there. That's a multi-million-dollar game right there. That footwork.
Yeah.
That footwork.
Take you to another level.
Man.
So, but I got a big boy that's 6'3", and his dad is paid. And he said, well, Coach, what do you... I said, well, the first thing he needs to do, man, he's got to get his footwork together.
Right.
He's got to learn how to move his feet. You can't walk up to the plate goofy, come out of the batter's box, and the kids laughed at him. When he swung and hit a ball and tried to run to first. But it's just, he never got, and you know what, many coaches, they don't want to spend the time.
They're not. Coach, they're not.
Yeah, that's right. They're not going to train him because they don't even know how to do it.
Nah, but they're not, Coach, because they're not looking for projects. They're looking for people that's ready to go, to go. They're not looking for no projects, Coach.
And you know what? He said that's what he noticed too. He said because he took him over to the academy. Nobody wanted to mess with him.
Damn.
Because they wanted a big boy that's ready.
Yeah, man, nobody's gonna waste their time. But then again, when this shit don't pan out, you feel bad by investing your energy into something that you already knew in your heart it's a waste of freaking time. You already know.
Right. Yep. How's your son doing?
He's doing all right, man. He's kind of staying out the way, with this COVID, that COVID thing. He's kind of staying out the way,
Okay.
I'm just trying to get in. You know what, Coach Will? I'm gonna have to do with him. I'm gonna have to go and start to train this. Come with my training name, and start training people. And I just use him as an example. I said, you see this guy right here? See him right here? See, Coach, with all the videos you and him did, y'all look like professionals out there with all the damn videos.
Yep.
Coach, y'all got over 100-some videos out there. You and Imani got over 100-some videos out there. Y'all got views. Y'all superstars. You already a superstar, but you already know it. But you and Imani got views out there. As far as the training, as far as bunting, hitting, swinging, and the reason why, and you so breaking, Coach Will, you sound like a Caucasian man, like you break it down so cold-blooded, like a professor. You break it down. While you leaning like this, while you swinging like this, I'm like, man, I'm asking you questions, you just shooting the right back, answer that back at me. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It's looking real professional, Coach Will, real professional.
See, I don't have any problem talking with Lofton and these guys. I don't know if you were around when I was talking about hitting, and they were sitting there like, wow.
Oh, that's recorded, Coach Will. Those other videos I got to break down. I'll shoot it to you first. Those videos I still got, like I told you, I still got an hour or something change the videos I need to chop up. I got them when they were sitting down, when y'all was up there talking. Yeah.
You can't put garbage out there.
Oh, that's why I got to chop it up.
Remember when I used to be up there, Sarah, and I used to have a section I used to go over and preach and talk to the scouts
Yeah.
about it. I'm talking about the whole section of them. It was on the visitor side, and they would be sitting there in the stands, and I'm just talking to all of them. They had one scout. One scout was telling, and he told me one of the other scouts. He was a big guy with the Angels. He said, when you get over to Sarah, he said, and talk to Will about hitting. He said, because he knows his hitting. He was telling one of the scouts that came up to Sarah to make sure he looked me up and talk about hitting. That's what I think he told the scout. The scout came over and told me. He said, make sure that he talked to me about hitting. Like, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Man.
And that's really a shame. I really feel bad, though, for Denzel. Because I even had Denzel. And you know what? I heard, who was it? Was that Kenny Lofton? It was somebody that I looked up. And they were talking about when you take batting practice, in the cage, the two corners, the two corners far away from the batter, they said always shoot to hit line drives to the corner of the cage.
Wow.
And I remember he was telling Denzel that.
Wow.
That the kid never listened. He was so into Martell, and he never picked up on it.
Cause coach, I'm so sad for the boy. Cause speed wise, oh my God, the boy was cold blooded with speed wise, but he listened to the wrong person. But speed wise, oh my God, coach, speed wise.
Oh yeah, he was a burner.
Man,
If you could have taught that boy how to pull his hands in and up, square the ball up, and stop all that dumb stuff, chopping down and run. I remember, I talked to, his mother, and I said, look, you got to get him with me. He's got to listen. She said, well, the scout said that he could hit. And I looked at her, I was like, you're not listening to me. What he's doing is not going to work. And I begged her. And he never listened. But you know what? He acknowledges it now.
Wow.
He says he wished he had listened.
Yeah, but see what happened with us as people, I can't speak for everybody, but us as colored people, after the fact, now we talk about shoulda, coulda, woulda, because what happened is everybody abandons your ass. See, when everybody gets abandoned in your ass, you be like, damn, this motherfucker was my buddy at first. Now, I didn't become successful at what I thought I was meant. That this individual was teaching me, which was bull junk. Now people abandon you. When you don't become successful, people will abandon you.
Right. That's what Martell did. Martell used to be out before all the games, just stretching, looking good, like I'm getting the stallion ready. And he would go out and not get any hits. And they reached one point where he didn't do it anymore.
Wow.
He used to quit going through that ritual before the game. Like this is my boy, I'm getting him ready.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he abandoned him.
Wow.
That was your boy.
Man.
That was your boy, Martell, right? That's right. That's what it looks like. That's what your training looks like.
Man.
That's what your training gets.
Bull jump. No dollars.
He's gonna get drafted high because he's fast.
No dollars.
No, man, you got to be able to hit the ball too, Denzel. I'm telling you, they got a lot of guys that could do that and can't get to first base.
That part.
And that's what happened. And I hated to see it.
Right.
With all that speed, and he couldn't go in the first two or three rounds.
Oh my God.
Decent outfielder could catch, decent arm, and all of that. But
oh my God.
And they told him, "Oh, it's okay. You're a good hitter." And I told his mother, "They'll tell you anything. He can't hit like that. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna work." Now, who was right?
Uh-oh.
And he went to San Diego
Man.
and sat on the bench for 4 years.
Damn, Coach. Damn.
Damn. And like you said, with all that speed.
Come on, man. What? And
what is it? You think he just didn't want to listen at San Diego, or? But I've always said they ain't gonna take no time to work with you in college. You better come in ready.
Yeah. But see, what happened is, man, his speed skill set was really what got him. Man, he came to the right schools and everything, man. It's just that his hitting was trash because they didn't listen to the guru.
That's right.
Everybody that listened, paid attention to the guru. Guess what? They prospered. They prospered. Everybody that listened to the guru prospered. They prospered.
Yep. Tony Gwynn wasn't gonna take no time out there with a lot of guys and show them how to hit.
Man.
You know, if you didn't come in knowing how to hit, he probably only took a couple of guys and worked with them on hitting. You know, hey, Tony Gwynn's son didn't even want to listen to him.
Coach, there you go.
You know, Tony Gwynn's son.
Junior, exactly. He made it to the league.
Yeah.
You know, he made it to the league, to the Dodgers.
He should have been a great hitter if he would have listened.
Yeah. But you know what, Coach? At the end of the day, everybody's not going to be like their dad. You know, if you have a kid that played, you know, other than my man that played for the Mariners, other than that, a lot of his daddies, the son do play, they're either going to be better or they ain't going to never make it to the league. Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, just like, and I give a lot of credit to Barry Bonds.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Barry Bonds was better than his daddy.
Oh, absolutely. Like Kobe was better than his daddy, and you know,
and there was a hunger there.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a hunger in Kobe. I'll tell you, I said on the video, you probably didn't hear it. I said, it's a passion that you got to have. I said, you got to have some Kobeism. You got to have some Jordanism. I mean, these are cats that were just locked in.
Right.
You know, you think, I tell them, they were laughing at me too. I said, you think you're going to walk up with a bunch of journalism and not know how to do anything and take the elevator up to the 13th floor and be at the party with those guys?
Oh, no.
I said, it ain't going to happen.
Ooh-wee.
It ain't going to happen. I'll tell you right now. It's not going to happen. And they were looking at me and smiling. But I'm telling you, and there's a passion that I have because I know what you got to have and I know what you got to do to be around these guys.
Right.
And if you don't have it, and if you're not doing this, forget it. You're never going to get in the party.
That part.
You can't go up to the party and hang around with Barry Bonds and doing this.
What?
You gotta be serious, Denzel.
Yeah, he had the skill, man. Speed, skills, strength. Oh, he had that, man. He had that.
You got to understand what you're doing, technique and hitting, and talk to Kenny Lofton. I pull the hands inside out. I got the leg lift for adjusting my timing mechanism. If you can't talk like that, you know, man. I was talking to the Over brothers, man, and they were like, you know, you can't shoot bullshit around these guys.
That part.
You know, you might disagree on certain things, but I'm telling you, if you're not keeping the hands inside the ball, forget it. I don't believe in swinging like that. Okay. These guys, I watched the guy throwing the other day that was pitching against the Philadelphia Phillies on TV, and he mowed right through Bryce Harper and two other studs on their team. This cat was a relief pitcher for the New York Mets. It was the Mets game. This cat was throwing up around 100, and he had a slider that he threw that broke in on Harper's hands, where Harper tried to hook the ball, ate his ass up. I kid you not.
Right.
And he had a right-hander that came up there, and I was telling my wife, I wish I could have recorded. I was telling my wife. So,
Go ahead, Queen B.
We're on Olympic and Alvarado, about 10 minutes away.
Okay, I'm probably in 10 minutes away as well. It's traffic, a lot of traffic. I'll be there. If I ain't there, you gonna get in the store.
Yeah, yeah, be better. So yeah, I can look at something in the store anyway,
Right.
some cranberries and something. Okay then.
Right.
So I'll be in front of the store. Bye-bye.
hit it, this is what you're going to get.
Right.
He threw a slider to the right-hander that broke, that started out over the plate and broke away. And I'm telling you, he missed it by a foot.
Wow.
He was nasty. that relief pitcher for the New York Mets,
Right.
the Hispanic guy that came in,
Right.
that guy is a closer.
Ooh.
And he's throwing 100.
Damn.
And then he comes back with that slide. He threw Bryce Harper. He threw him a pitch that I wouldn't have thrown him, but he threw on the second strike. First strike, he threw a slider that busted in on his hands. That were hard. Then he came back and threw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle.
Damn.
Threw it right by Harper. Because I said, man, I wouldn't have did that. But he's throwing 100. Then he came back with the slider.
Damn.
And ate up Bryce Harper.
Ooh.
That reliever, that's a top relief pitcher for the Mets, that Hispanic guy, I forget his name, Garcia or something. That guy is wicked.
Ooh.
He's almost unhittable.
Damn.
And that's what you got to learn. You got to learn how to hit Marcus.
Uh-oh.
If you don't know how to pull those hands in, a right-hander, let that slider break, pull the hands in and try to hammer it at the right field. Hey, that guy makes his living off of guys like you.
Oh yeah.
It's another level, and I face guys like that. I'm telling you, I got experience in dealing with this. If you can't keep your hands inside, and you're left-handed, and they throw that slider like not Bruce Sutter, guy used to be with the Dodgers, Sutcliffe.
Okay.
Sutcliffe used to try to break that slider in on my hands, and I kept my hands inside and cut it right back up the middle, or cut him to outfield. I've often heard Maddox, that pitched with the Atlanta Braves, say, man, I would try to throw the ball inside on Tony Gwynn, and he would just keep his hands in and go the other way. I've heard Maddox say that on Tony Gwynn.
Wow.
You can't get him. You can't get him because he knows how to keep his hands inside.
Right. Wow.
But you have a lot of kids that just don't understand that and think you can go up there and swing any kind of way on these guys. Pitching is too good. If you don't have the technique, hey man, they get more millions added on their contract because you can't hit them. The approach is wrong.
Right.
So I've seen Kenny Lofton walk up there, stood slightly open, and went through his little movement, pulled his hands inside. I've seen him cut balls to left field off a right-hander, instead of throwing him in, and he cut that shit to left field. Oh, Kenny Lofton was the real deal. I'm telling you. Kenny Lofton belongs in the Hall of Fame.
He'll be there one day.
Yeah, he belongs in the Hall of Fame. Stole bases, excellent bunter, left-hand hitter. He wasn't a horrible hitter. Pulled the hands inside, could go left center field. Hey, and I was like, and these people talking about Will. Okay, I understood what I was doing, but Kenny Lofton was doing it.
Oh yeah.
Kenny Lofton did it. Was an excellent outfielder. I told him to his face. I said, hey man, I used to watch you. I said, man, I used to marvel at the way you played. And I ain't just saying this because you're here. I got an opportunity to tell you, and I'm going to tell you right now to your face.
Uh-oh.
You were the real deal. So, but anyway, I think that what you're doing right now, and I see what I've often said that sometimes people can't see, what's going on. Things are changing right before your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Things are changing right before your eyes. What you're doing, Emory,
Mm-hmm.
you're making a name for yourself.
And
This video and you're doing these things you're doing. You're moving in another direction. It's changing now, and I don't know if you could see it.
Well, I had a purpose.
You're doing some big things.
Yeah, cause I had a purpose of
The
it.
door opens and you're there.
Yeah, but see, my thing is, Coach Will, what happened to a lot of us black people on street, because it's not just about black people, because blacks hold you back. But but the
Yep,
thing
absolutely.
but the thing of it is, Coach Will, is that where I come from, we all always like to work with people we know. That I would never become great by dealing with people I know. I had to deal with other people, man, people that's on a whole nother level, on a whole nother, on a whole nother, higher level than me, or just friends, because friends are your worst enemies when it comes to trying to making money, or being progressive in life.
Maybe they jealous.
They're the worst people for whatever reason. It just never worked out that way. But my thing, I was on the hamster wheel, Coach Will. You're my brother for life. I always wanted to work with people that I knew, because I felt kind of more trustworthy dealing with Negroes from the neighborhood.
But see, doors can open up for you now. You come up there. You met the Holbert brothers. Hey, you got like I tell you about the baseball clinic that they're going to be doing in Pasadena. You got to be there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there right there.
You got to be there. Hey man, they know you. They were comfortable with you.
Doing my interviews.
You need to show up. Hey, and do some interviews and talk with some of the kids.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you've expanded into like, oh, that's Emory. That's Emory's channel.
Yeah.
And things open up for you. You go there, you talk to the other pros there, interview them, and people start inviting you. You get a pass, and you're in there.
Yeah.
Shit, you can be out on the field with Dodgers, with whatever, with a number of guys.
Oh,
and see, Damo's got to open up with you.
Right.
I'm talking about open you up with what's his name, with Seattle.
Right.
What's the brother, the shortstop?
What are you talking about? That was what used to be the Dodgers?
Yeah, man, do some interviewing.
Right.
Hey, man, open it up with it. Do some interviewing and talk to him. Hey, you're in there.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow get paid for your stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's the plan anyway, but I'm going to get into this training thing, this speed training thing, man, because I see it. I see it. I look at everybody's business card.
That's what your son should be doing.
Nobody, Coach Will, it's going to take for me to activate it, but Coach Will, on everybody's cars, nobody cars said nothing about speed training, nothing about that footwork, nothing about that speed, nobody talking about that speed.
I know what it's like. I've seen it. I've seen it with Deshaun Jackson.
Okay.
What he's been doing.
Right.
I was the first one who opened this up with the players in Manhattan Beach. Oh man, these boys are not trained. These boys don't have no footwork.
Right.
Man, in my garage, man, I got ladders.
What? Uh-oh.
I got the ladders.
Uh-oh.
I got the ones you step over.
Uh-oh.
I got all that stuff.
Man.
I was the first one to train the kids in Manhattan Beach this stuff.
Wow.
The Duncan McKinnons and all these kids out there, stepping over the different heights of the ladder of hurdles.
Right.
Then I had the ladders. We were doing that. We would spend our time before we went into baseball working out, doing the footwork drills.
Right.
Introduced it. I think I was the first. I think introduced this. Rodney wasn't doing any of this.
Right.
At Sarah, I introduced this to Sarah.
Wow.
We were there outside the weight room.
Wow.
Working on stuff like this. And then I turned that over to Martell.
Right.
I want this to be your job. Because I understood that it's footwork, it's training, it's speed, it's coordination.
All that base stealing, all that for
Exactly.
baseball go.
How you gonna steal bases? You're not quick and don't have the coordination or the explosiveness, breaking and going to second base.
Man.
it takes your team, it takes your athleticism to another level.
Yes, it does. And it make more scouts look at you, man. When you got this right here,
Exactly.
you're gonna have more
And it
scouts looking at
it
you.
legitimizes your program.
Yes,
Look at what they're doing.
yes, big time.
If you go into, you deal with deal with the LA Rams. Hey man, I bet you somewhere along the line they're all doing this.
Oh, hello.
You go to, how are you going to perform well in the combine and you've never done any of this?
Uh-oh.
How you going to go to the combine and do that and you've never done any of this?
Uh-oh.
I tell a lot of kids walk into high school and they've never done any of this, and you're trying to go out for a high school football team, a high school baseball team, like a real program with that, you will get embarrassed.
Right.
Because you've never done this. You got to be able to do, how you going to come out of a high school and you go to a combine and you've never done this?
Right.
Shit, all these guys coming out of college, LSU and all this, they've done this.
Right.
If you never participated in this, you're behind. You are behind.
That part right there, Coach. You ain't never lying.
You're behind. Shit. Your son, look at your son, the footwork and stuff that he had. Shit, I want to bring him out there. Hey, man, I'll pay him a few dollars to come out there to work with my kids, but I want him to get to the point where he's self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Hey, go over there and, hey, here's his card. Go over there and work with Emery.
Right.
You need to work with him 2 days of work just on footwork.
Right. That's it. That footwork, man, too. Hey.
You know, gear your training. Your training for, maybe the training might be a little bit different, you know, for footwork.
Right.
For footwork for football players.
Yeah. That's a little different. But
you know, it's a little different, but still, you know, the lateral movement, the explosiveness, the ladder, in and out, and in. Hey, man, you go to another level.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no need, and you know, you got kids that like Big Brandon. You remember Big Brandon, the white boy?
Yeah. Ooh.
I had to get some footwork and stuff with him, man. We got to stop. You can't move right, field and ground. You need some footwork.
Right.
You need to have a speed trainer.
That part right there.
Every sport.
That's what I'm talking
Every
about.
guy. Basketball.
That right there.
You know,
Speed.
football, baseball.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden you wake up and you look at it, man, this cat don't even look like the same dude.
Man.
Look at this. Look at this. And just think about it, if you get this before you get into high school,
Yeah, that's the part.
you go in and take a job.
See, that's the part where we focus on right there, Coach Will. That's the point where we focus on.
All of these cats, man, Little League, nobody's up there coaching and doing this in Little League.
Oh, no.
Putting a ladder down, working on footwork.
No.
Oh, man.
No, they're not working on that part. Can you imagine the little Caucasian boys and the little Asian boys with the Negro speed? Oh, my God. At an early age, oh, my God.
I can bring my stuff out there and blow other junior league teams away. We're gonna do this for an hour.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna work the ladder, step, chop,
right.
step
That
over the
part
ladder,
right
chop,
there.
chop, chop,
Man.
step over the ladder, lateral movement, shuffle. We did a lot of this shit up at Sarah. Oh, I know what it takes, because when I was dealing with those boys in Manhattan Beach, I said, shit, these kids ain't got no footwork.
Wow.
These kids don't know how to move.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know what your son is doing, you know, but he could get hooked up.
Oh yeah.
He could get the name.
Man, all they gotta do is type his name in, Coach. They be paying them checks. All they gotta do is type his name in.
He gotta wake up, man.
From base stealing and all that. I didn't know Coach Will he had started 18 bases, only got caught 2 times.
Oh man.
Stole 18 bases, Coach, and only got caught twice.
Yep. 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 But he could make a living.
Hey,
I got other guys, I told you, man, doing training.
right.
These cats is making a living.
Yeah.
Ryan Odoms. Shit, Odoms is out there in Cheviot, working with a travel team
Right.
and, making money.
Right.
I got Martell started.
Right.
Hey, man, you can come out there with me. You could work, you could do this, and we could do. I
Right.
brought Martell with me out
Right.
to Manhattan Beach,
Right.
and got him hooked up.
Man.
I'm not interested in just doing everything for myself, man. I've kind of like done what I'm gonna do. People
Right.
still come at me and they still, acknowledge me, MLB and doing this. But I do this, man, I'm trying to get some young cats,
Right.
some other young black stars to come out. I tried to get George McDonald. George is doing this thing with his business.
Right.
He went back to school and got his master's in,
Okay.
in business and stuff. But hey, man, is room. There's room for us. There's money to be made, but just don't come with bullshit.
No.
That's the thing. Just don't come with bullshit. You come, the doors is open for real people. And then you don't even have to put your name out there. It's word of mouth.
Man.
Then it's word of mouth. I was talking about Hitman and the chick from MLB. I mean, she was looking at me like, wow. But she was looking at me like, I've heard that before. And I like the way you explain that. I know she's heard. I could show her some video of girls softball pulling hands in and under and hitting home runs. I could show you. I could tell her about the girls. I think it was from Arkansas that went back to back to back to back to back 5. She probably knows about it. 5 or 6 home runs in a row, back to back.
Damn.
They went back to back to back, and all the swings looked the same. They were trained to do that.
Okay.
They were trained to pull the hands in and get the ball up in the air. How are you going to go back to back to back and you got a bunch of choppers up there slapping the ball in the ground?
Right.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think they were from Arkansas.
Okay.
But anyway, brother, let me get back in here with my